start with just this week. What are the emotions like? Excitement, nerves? Is it all mixed into one? How do you feel rolling into this thing?
Yeah, it's kind of all mixed into one. I mean, for me, this is what I've been waiting for, since I was in third grade. This has been my dream. So to have it, finally here within reach, it's pretty surreal, man. I'm anxious, I'm nervous, I'm excited, I'm emotional. There's a lot of stuff going into it, but more than anything, I'm just ready to know where I'll be for the next couple of years. So.
You mentioned the third grade. I'm assuming that's the first time you really thought about maybe being drafted in the NFL. At what point of your football career did maybe you really think that it was a possibility that, man, this is something that might work out for me, like I dreamed of in third grade?
Yeah, I mean, well, man, when I was in third grade, I probably didn't even know what the NFL draft was, to be honest. I just knew there was guys that were professionals, and, it was just my dream. And, now that it's in reach, it's pretty surreal. I would say the first time I actually thought that I had a chance was, in high school. I knew that I was, one of the better guys out there. And since I got up to KU, I knew that I had a legit shot because, I was one of the best guys on the team. And, I think just probably after my sophomore year is when it really hit me that, this is really within reach. This is really an attainable goal for me. And, that's what I've been working for, my whole life.
Certainly a great KU career, but then you go to the combine. Describe kind of what you did there and how maybe that changed things to really even make this more of a reality for you moving into the draft.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the combine helped me out a lot. I don't know if it made it more of a reality, but it definitely helped me out a lot. It raised my stock, I think, a lot. Regardless if I would have gone the combine or not, I would have still tried to do that well at the pro day. But I think, the combine, pro day, all that stuff just gives you great exposure to all the teams and stuff. And, I've talked to like every single team. So right now, I have no idea where I'm going to go. So just kind of playing the waiting game.
So that's my next question. You mentioned you talked to all these teams. Is there any way to tell which teams maybe have a little bit more interest in you? Do you look at teams' rosters now and think, okay, they need a guy like me on their team? And any clue what round or what position or where you might end up going?
Man, I have no clue about anything. I'm kind of just, I'm in the dark almost, kind of. I mean, there's been some teams that showed more interest than others, like the Patriots and the Buccaneers both had people come down here and work me and Jacory both out. And then after my workout with the Buccaneers, they actually flew me down to Tampa, and I had a pre-draft visit with them. But other than that, those are the only two teams. But my agent and, a lot of things I've heard from around the league, from guys this past weekend that came back to the spring game, Bradley, Tobin, Chris Harris, all those guys, they kind of just told me that a lot of teams don't want to show their cards too early just because, they're just kind of trying to catch you off guard, I guess. But for right now, I have zero clue where I'll be. I mean, I've heard anything from second round to seventh round. So, I'd expect somewhere in the third to fifth or sixth range, something like that. But I don't know, man. Only time will tell.
You mentioned you're going to watch it in Kansas City with your family. I assume that means you'll watch from the very start tomorrow until your name's actually called, whatever that is.
I mean, I'm not going to be like sitting there glued to the TV or anything. I'm going to enjoy it. A lot of guys told me to kind of just, stay busy, not be so glued to the TV because it can be nerve-wracking, just hearing guys go by and not hearing your name get called. But, I'm going to be in Kansas City watching with my family, probably the whole thing. I'm going to try to keep myself busy, but, most likely I'll probably be pretty stuck to the TV. I don't know yet.
Since third grade, football's been something to do for fun.
Yeah.
Have you already seen the transition into this as a business world, and this is really how people earn a living?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's a lot of money to be made in the sport of football, and hopefully I can get a little slice of the cake.
What last couple of weeks? What have you been doing leading up to draft day?
I've just been working out, trying to stay in shape. I've been working out with Andrea Heeney. She works with the basketball team, and she works with, every sport other than football. She's, opened my eyes to a bunch of stuff that I've never even known about my own body. And, a lot of mobility work, a lot of mainly mobility work, to be honest. We're not doing much heavy lifting or anything like that because, in the NFL, that's not really what they do. You know, they're not really into the Olympic lifts. Are kind of it's pretty old school. They're kind of almost, you know, no one's really doing that anymore. So the main thing guys are doing is just working on mobility, flexibility, in order to prevent injury and staying in shape, but also just preventing injuries and stuff.
You say you learn a lot of new things about your body. What have you learned? I mean, what transition do you see your body going through right now?
Well, the things I've learned are, you know, just like the mobility stuff. I'd never been taught that by anybody. And, you know, the first day I walk in and work out with Andrea Hootie, she noticed on me that, you know, my right leg, my right leg, my ankle on this side, my toe wants to point this way. And my left leg is perfectly straight. So what she's been having me work on is keeping my knee pointed out and my toes forward all the time. And that's what I've been working on. And just the mobility side of it, you know, just there's so many, you know, different aches and pains that I've experienced since I've been working out with her. And it's a different kind of ache. It makes you feel good, you know. It makes running easier. It makes everything easier. So I definitely like working out with her.
And you know, through college, is nutrition, now that you're ready to take it to the next level, have you changed anything? Nutrition, is it like more important now to be more attuned to what you eat and what your body is doing?
Yeah, definitely. You know, back in the day, or not back in the day, but a couple months ago when I was just, it's not that long ago, but a couple months ago when I was just, you know, working out on the KU team, you know, I would finish a workout and, you know, run over to McDonald's and grab a breakfast from McDonald's, which, you know, is basically like you're kind of exiting the workout out that you just did by eating McDonald's. But now, you know, I'm trying to eat healthier, a lot healthier, eating organic foods, trying to cook most of my meals instead of going out and grabbing, you know, fast food or whatever the case may be. But yeah, I've definitely gotten a lot more in tune with my body.
You said you've seen. Yep. Just one last one. There's always that question of money. You used to call it a piece of the cake. I'm sure you prepare yourself for that, but have you let yourself dream of that Lamborghini or that house for your mom? Anything that you're just dying to take care of once you ink that contract?
Man, I don't know for sure. I mean, that's you never really know until you're in the situation, but I'm probably not going to do anything too crazy. You know, I'll probably stick with the car I have for a while. Just, you know, I don't need a new car. My car's perfectly fine how it is right now. But, you know, just I'm going to try to invest my money, man, and just keep stacking it. And, you know, hopefully, you know, in a couple of years I'll be a lot more wealthy than I am right now. But, you know, only time will tell. Who knows?
You said you've seen yourself anywhere from the 2nd to 7th round. Does that mean that you put a lot of credence into where you're drafted, or do you not let that affect you at all?
No, I don't care at all. I mean, I could go undrafted, and I know in myself I'm going to make a team regardless. Like, it doesn't matter to me where I go when I get drafted. And that's what I was kind of trying to say. I'm not going to try to be too glued to the TV just because, you know, I don't want to be sweating the whole time. But I have no idea where I'm going to go, what round. I could really care less because for me, you know, once I put the pads on and once I get on a team, I know I'm going to be able to show what I can do. So to me, it doesn't matter, you know, if I get drafted in the first round, which, you know, that's not going to happen. But if I get drafted in the first round or go undrafted, it doesn't matter because, you know, me personally, I know that I'm going to make a team just based off the way I play.
Any other questions?
Thank you, guys.